My name is Cruz Rivera Gomez. I reside in Whittier, California. I am a victim of abuse of criminal actions by medical providers and a victim of lack of protection by what appears to be corrupt oversight agencies. In 1985, I suffered a heart attack. My family's request to provide blood for my use was denied through deceit. I was given contaminated blood during heart bypass surgery on October 28, 1985 at Kaiser Permanente Sunset Hospital. Years later, an attempt on my life took place in the intensive cardiac care unit of that same hospital after I had just gone through a second heart bypass surgery. After the 1985 surgery, my condition deteriorated with such unbearable pain that I considered suicide. My records were altered while doctors concealed the hepatitis C I was given. When I learned I received contaminated blood, I criticized my HMO and thus became a problem. The preceding agency of the Department of Managed Health Care answered my complaint related to me being given contaminated blood and other abuses by stating that I had received the standard of care. On January 31, 2005, I had the second bypass surgery. After this surgery, I heard two men, one of who wore a white medical coat, discussing their plan to get rid of a problem fast using water. One of them actuated the controls of my bed, which lowered my head. Liquid then started flowing into my lungs through the breathing tube as they walked swiftly out of my room. I was a problem that they had discussed getting rid of fast using water. I started drowning. As I felt the drowning sensation, all that I could do to seek for help was to pound on my bedside rail with the back of my right hand. A young nurse came into my room, followed by the killer who lowered my head. She did not realize that by responding to my call for help and thereby saving my life, she would lose hers. That night, this young nurse, who I believe was Leah Jessie Lou, not only stepped on the toes of the trained killers, but by foiling the hit that was planned against me, she also stepped on the toes of the medical mafia. When Leah responded to my loud pounding as I was drowning, the killer that lowered my head followed her into my room. I fingered him, since the tube in my throat prohibited my speech. In 2005, LAPD refused my complaint. I was referred to the medical board and to the nursing board, which refused my complaint because I could not provide the killers' names. So the attempt on my life made by apparently practiced medical killers became the perfect crime. The Department of Managed Health Care, in response to my complaint of the attempt on my life and of apparent fraudulent billing to Medicare by my HMO, ruled that HMOs are not responsible for actions of medical providers. In 2007, Leah was reported missing by the local media. Before she went missing, I recognized a man walking a dog in front of my house as having been standing outside my ICCU room in Sunset Hospital. After Leah foiled the attempt on my life, Leah's decomposed body was found in a trash can in 2007. I figured Leah's accused murderer would go free. In my opinion, the criminal proceedings of the Alhambra court trial were a farce. The media reported the coroner stating no signs of trauma to her body were present, which thus provided testimony to the jury to find him not guilty of murder. The media reported that the judge ordered the remains of the nurse cremated. The reason for her death remains hidden until someone knowing she witnessed me identify the man attempting my murder investigates. I believe men involved concealed the cause of her death. I believe highly positioned persons in Kaiser Permanente and government oversight agencies approved the death of Leah after their attempts on my life failed, and that I will continue being targeted for death. In 2010, another man who strongly resembled a man wearing the white medical coat the night of the hit at Sunset Hospital, also walked a dog in front of my house. Were these walking dog persons stalking me? That's a question. Can you add? I misplaced my